Okay, okay. Yeah. So now we have none less than manbearpig, all the way from Australia. Love the profile picture though. That doesn't indeed look like a manbearpig. Maybe those exist in Australia. Who knows? Wouldn't rule it out. What's the time in Australia now? It must be pretty late. Probably like 1 in the morning. Yeah, I think it must be something like that. But regardless of whether you're a man, bear, or a pig, or all of the above, you gotta show up. That's the first order of the day. You gotta show up for the game. Maybe man, bear, pig just wanted the attention without having to play the game. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. What comes after 6? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, man, bear, pig, you're out. Wow. Wow. We need VAR here. Was man, bear, pig in time? Okay, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm just gonna play the game. You got lucky, sir. And we're getting a rat. He's just spent all this time preparing for the rat. That is so nasty if that's the case. Keep me waiting and then just preparing for the rat. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's prepared because this is not a great line. I mean, white is doing okay, but there are worse lines for sure. Basically here now I have two threats. One which is to go rook g2, and the other one which is to go knight c6 and attack d4. As well as his queen. And there, yeah, the queen e4 is a reasonable way to deal with both. This is not like scary stuff for black at all. There we go, knight c6 anyway. Mucking it up a bit. If d5, I think I'm going f5. Just absolute caveman style. Hiding my assets in the caveman island. Rook g4 now. Generally, it's a good strategy in Blitz, this one. Just attack stuff on every move. And especially when your opponent has brought his queen out at an early stage. That is a very valuable piece, which means that you can win very valuable time by attacking said very valuable piece. And now, after bishop, I would have had a double attack, which means that queen f2 is a lot better. Yeah, it's actually not so obvious what I do here. Queen d5 is tempting. But is it any good? Bishop d4, rook g2. It's queen e3, but then I can at the very least take on c2 with some murky compensation. If bishop d4, oh, there's knight c3 immediately as well. Yeah, I guess that stuff doesn't work. So what should I do then? I guess I'll just go bishop g7. Developing stuff. Knight c3, that seems to be clearly the best move. What to do now? It's definitely posing some questions now. C5, castles, queen a5, maybe? Does look a bit loose, but I guess I'll go for it. I didn't see a lot of promising alternatives, to be fair. Because if he does have time to go knight e2 with impunity, then I think he's just doing fine. So now after knight e2, I'm going to take it. And regardless of how he captures, a2 is going to be hanging, and his king is going to be fairly exposed. Maybe knight f3 is an option though. Knight takes f3, gf3. I go rook g6, still threatening bishop takes c3. I'm probably not doing great here. It's really, really murky. So I'm not majorly worried, but I don't think I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, he's playing well. This particular creature. Rook d3, I think, can be met by b6 possibly, with the idea of bishop a6 next, which seems very hard to meet. Also, b6, of course, protects c5, which is not an insignificant detail. Bishop c5 now is probably critical. Then I'll take on c3 and then probably on a2. Don't know if I should take on a2 or c3. And yeah, in lack of anything better, I'll take it from there. I think I'll take on c3 actually. Seems that the queen is covering a few more squares from there. Bishop e6. Developing and protecting against mate in 2. What more can you ask of a single move? Bishop d4 seems quite plausible, then queen a3 check. Bishop b2, queen takes a2. And for the moment, I seem to be doing fine there. My position is shaky for sure, but I don't think he has anything too direct. It's going to be interesting to see. Note also that the queen protects e6 from a2, which I feel I have to say my opponent is playing an excellent game. Certainly the outcome from here is yeah, it's not even close to being clear. So rook c8, and now I'm just hoping that after queen h8, rook g8, I'm gonna have rook c2 later on. Oh, he just goes back? That's surprising. Now rook c2 I guess doesn't work, because b2 is protected, so rook g2 later on doesn't have a lot of sting. Guess I'll try to exchange queens then. Gotta move, sir. Okay, yeah. Bishop d5. Trying to retain that extra pawn. I'll try and be cheeky and retain this one. Bishop f6 was probably a good move. I would have gone king f7 there. Now I think I'm in control. Consolidating a pawn up, and obviously he's losing on time as well. Okay, sir. Very good game, and hopefully that was well worth staying up for.